welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. This might be the last beer review I do for a while, because this is the last beer in my fridge, and as you know, I'm going out of town for 3 months, starting in a week or two. Anyways, last night I reviewed Michelob Shock Top, and tonight I'm going to review coors Blue Moon Belgian White. And this is Shock Top is basically just a carbon copy of this beer. You might have saw Jay and I did the sort of blind taste test of the two, and we thought they were okay. Well, I know Jay really didn't like the Shock Top, but I thought they were okay. And then having drank Shock Top again last night, I thought it was like drinking like breakfast juice. So I'll be curious to see how Blue Moon holds up on its own, because I haven't drank this beer on its own in at least a year, maybe longer. There's a description on the neck of the bottle, and then there's one on the back. I'm going to read the one on the back. Brewed with white wheat and oats, Blue Moon features a crisp wheat finish and the perfect combination of orange peel and coriander. Bring out Blue Moon's natural spices by serving it in a Pilsner glass with an orange slice garnish. See, that's bad when they actually tell you to put fruit in it on, the beer, because we can get into a whole debate over why you shouldn't put fruit in a beer. I mean, I think it's just fruit more often than not just kind of masks the flavor. And it's funny it said use a Pilsner glass. I'm using my wheat beer glass, my dollar store wheat beer glass. I'm going to try to give this a good swirl, because the last two wheat beers I drank, there was a lot of yeast left on the bottom of the bottle. So I don't know how I'm supposed to get that off there. I think just the last two were just old beers, so I could be wrong. As you can see, this is a lot darker than the Shock Top. This is almost like a light brown, especially as it appears on there. It's more of like a dirty orange color. It's kind of like almost rusty. I do actually see some carbonation this time. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a little bit of bubbles in there. Otherwise it's really, really hazy. I did have, just like the Shock Top, I had a 2-finger head on there. It's dissolved. It's like, white, foamy. Let's check out the smell. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of spice in the nose here. I guess I can probably pick up on that coriander, because that's a pretty common spice you get in a lot of these wheat beers, especially an American version. Yeah, not much else going on here. It's pretty mild, but I do, it's a little bit citrusy, but overall it's kind of sweet. Just a little bit of spice in there, so let's give it a taste. It is very watery. It's pretty flat. It's like, yeah, there's some character to it, but it's very, very toned down, mild. I can see, and I've had this beer with orange in it many times, and when you add fruit to a beer like that, you're tasting like that fruit with beer wrapped around it, not beer plus that fruit. You're tasting the fruit plus the beer. Real thin, watery mouthfeel. In fact, I think this beer might actually be even more bland than the Shock Top. There's very little flavor to it. I mean, it doesn't taste bad at all, but the flavor that's there is just way too mild. Yeah, I mean, you really get the orange in the aftertaste. Up front, there's not a whole lot going on there. It's very watery. That's the first thing I notice. Just like Guinness and a whole lot of other beers, is first thing I notice is how watery the composition of the palate is. Then I kind of get a little bit of orange and a little bit of spice in the back end there. So you definitely get more flavor on the finish than up front. The drinkability, though, I mean, just like the Shock Top, is through the roof. It's so soft, it's so mild, it's so watery. It's hard not to chug this. I mean, I've only been drinking this beer for a few minutes and I'm almost done already. I mean, not that it's, blowing my hair back, but, it's just so easy to drink. It's, it's not exactly like a Belgian triple that's, just bursting with spice or anything like that. It is a refreshing beer, though. Not much lacing on the glass there, but neither did Shock Top. It's a little bit heavier than Shock Top, because this is 5.4% ABV. Shock Top was 5.2. Not sure on the calories and all that stuff. Shock Top had more of like a yeasty kind of composition to it. This seems more watery. And it doesn't really taste like a beer. So it does taste a little gimmicky. But I don't think they're going for. I'm not the target audience for this beer. You guys out there are the target audience for this beer. So I mean, I can drink this probably, no problem. But it's really not impressing me all that much. So I don't know. I guess I give this. I'll give it a 5.2. It's just about the same as Shock Top. It's just really not doing a whole lot for me. I mean, it's definitely not bad. I want to make that clear. Between this and the Shock Top is that, 4, 3, 2, or 1 are just bad beers, and 6 to 10 are good beers, and a 5 is just like a neutral, kind of indifferent beer. I think I did like, even something gimmicky like the Long Trail Blackberry Wheat, which I gave a 6 to. I actually like that better than this. So I might have to tweak my review for this because I wrote the review of this like a year ago and I really liked it, and now that I've developed a more sensitive palate and more discriminating taste or whatever, this just really isn't doing a whole lot for me. So again, that's a 5 for Coors Blue Moon Belgian White. I'm going on way too long here. So again, 5 out of 10 is average for Coors Blue Moon. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's beer review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.